Yo everybody, I'm making this video to let y'all know that the release tournament is giving everyone a second chance to do it. But with some funny caveat of you cannot use characters that dropped before the release tournament. So you cannot be using Dark Mage. If you use him and try and place him down, at least you shouldn't be able to use Dark Mage. Damage out, all this. Doesn't actually say. As you know though, Storm and Flame. What I'm going to do for this though is once again all units. We're going to do Elf Mage Unleashed. We're going to do Utah. We are going to grab Ramen Guy and Stone Alchemist. We're going to grab Forbidden Teacher. And then we will do, of course, the next most important thing. And that is called running Inumaki. Where are you? There you are. Hold on, I don't have auto skip wave on. Ideally, I make it pretty far, but you know, who knows. Also, they changed Inumaki's Saga to be considered soft CC instead of hard CC. Alright, we'll do this now. 4K. Should be doing a lot extra damage now. Anyway, yeah, no. We just start clearing now. By putting down multiple maxed out free runs in this specific spot so that I get all the way from spawn to here with their damage. And then we put down a third Inumaki, sorry. Right now that we've got all that, though, what we want to do is drop this in here and boom, give them all 30% down buff. And then what we do is we put down Utah. To be fair, I should actually do Utah like this so that he copies Freeman more often. I mean, I'm going to sell this one. Put him back here and then put him to there. That is the best. That is the ideal for Utah. Based off, you know, copying all that. Other thing, by the way, I'm actually tempted to instead run it via like this. So that each Inumaki has more space. Because I could run Inumaki about here. And suddenly with 2 Inumakis I've got all that covered and still have more like Inumakis. But the issue is, that's not a reason for that. I've already got it covered to there with the stagger. I'm instead just gonna have this guy be here. And now I see how well this works. I also am running to run a flame build on this and see how well that can work. But I should probably get Draconic before I do that. On both Hollow and another guy, Flame or whatever it's called. But yeah, no. This tournament is back. I'd recommend to do it just so you can at the very least get gems and trait rerolls. If you get to top 5 in your bracket, you will get a shiny Toymaker, which is, you know, that's cool. She's not the best unit, to be fair, but you know, it's for flexing purposes, I feel. Now, I don't think I'm gonna make it as far because I'm only running 2 DPS really, but I'm already at 7 million, to be fair. And it's really been like 3.5 minutes, because I think the first minute was just farming basically. To be fair, that they do actually get far though. That's if you think about it with how big our range is, I could realistically be running Freeman here, and that'd probably be a better spot. Or like here would probably be the ideal spot actually. Perfect balance of damage along with like area, and it's not too far on the map, because yes, I can also run her here, which is also a really big area of the map, but also super late into the map. don't think it matters which one I run. I think this would be best case is, I think, about here. This is probably best spot, but that is way further in the map. So I don't know how much of a difference that time would make. Alright, I officially stopped skipping waves here. Only for a little bit, though. I just don't want to get into an issue. I should be fine for the most part. I'm also trying to test if it's really worth it to level up Inumaki, because I want to get my own testing. I don't want to just go off of what people say. I think it's probably not worth it to upgrade the Inumaki, but also the range is nice. The damage not so much. I mean, no, he does do like 2,000 damage. Also, if I want to test him on upgrade, I should probably have more of him. Oh, this one would be 3.3. Nice. But the goal, right, is to obviously get a score of like 40, 50 million. A relatively high score, especially in 15 minutes time. And a very possible score in my books. At least, in my book. Not in my books, yeah, I meant to say in my book, but you know. I don't think I want to bore people with me just, you know, doing this, because I mean, there's nothing. I don't think people want to see my thought, want to hear my thought process on like what I'm doing. I'm not really doing anything, because I'm not in a spot where I can reasonably skip every, like, skip wave, at least currently. I mean, I could skip at like 5 to be fair, because that'll give time. And well, I am running AoE. So I could realistically be skipping at 5 seconds. Or I could wait the 5 seconds, who knows. Either way though, more importantly is that Release Tournament is back. And while this is going on, I should also mention to you what the current, like, little patch they added. Because they dropped a patch today at about, earlier today, like a couple hours ago. And in that patch, they did a ton of, like, fixes along with a couple balance changes. Which is awesome. I'll go over them actually. I'll go over them right now. You know, might as well. Might as well. So the fixes are, one of them is that the release tournament has been extended until update 1, which is, you know, a little bit. And during this, only release units will be usable, so none of the villain update units. That's fine. They also recommend that you run again to make sure you properly receive rewards, to make sure like nothing happens. So even if you're already in like top 5 or like top 1 in your bracket, run again anyway. Plus, you might as well try and get a better score to make sure you stay at such a high rank. Now, due to DMCA concerns, search bars will no longer allow searching by DMCA names. Yeah, that's fine. That's just so don't get like destroyed. Equipment re-rolling no longer changes the equipment variant. During Expedition Pre-Start, leveling up units now properly update hotbar units. Index now lists each enemy's source game modes as well, not just found in this map. It lists what game mode, which is nice. Clicking the Return to Lobby button multiple times no longer cues the confirmation prompt multiple times. Many small window prompts now close by clicking outside the windows if you click next. Indexing shiny units will index the non-shiny. Indexing evolved units will index the non-evolved version. How do you get an evolved unit before the normal version? Wait a second. Oh. Wait. Yeah, okay, sure. I don't know how you even would do that. The units that would have been indexed before that change will automatically indexed. So if you had a shiny, like, secret but not the normal, it will be indexed now. The unit cosmetics renamed to player cosmetics tool, and the icon was updated. The unit accessory slot has a different icon than the skin one. They fixed the villain hunt milestone bar, progress displaying wrong. Oh, I don't want to lose. Wait, let me There we go. Let me do that real quick. Right. Anyway. Accessories will show up on others' profile showcase units. The guild EXP bar progress was displaying wrong. It works now. And fix being unable to equip units after restarting expedition run. And then improvements to the game performance when you have high enemy / high unit counts, which is nice. I'll note that what I will probably be doing real quick is a real quick sell all and then re-putting my spot to here late game, because if you think about it, this is probably more effective. And now I can actually do stuff like this. And what I do is put one there, put him here, max him out, and boom, he's got an amazing spot. In fact, there should be good. Yeah, there we go. And then because Freeman can get to here, I will also reasonably do that as well. Alright, we're good. Anyway, those are the bug fixes they did. They also did some balance changes. Who's pinging me in Discord? Okay, bro. Anyway, the balance changes. Stagger went from hard CC to soft CC, what I mentioned. Crow Blackfire is no longer magical dark, but magical flame. Razorjaw Hunter has a 15% crit chance on base. Cursed Immortal Black Sun has a better upgrade scaling from 1.35 to 1.45 times. Upgrade 8 and 9 damage has been increased by 10 to 15%, which is very good actually. He had very low damage, and was really just honestly one of the weakest mythics in the game. But you know, I guess someone's gotta have the title. Alright, and now what I do real quick is I turn on auto start because there's 2 minutes left, and I need to actually make sure the units get to me. But yeah, and slow and stagger now stack, which is awesome. Other thing, by the way, there's a new code. It is 200k likes. I'll put it in chat. 200k likes. That is the new code. Oh yeah. Yeah, so that is all they've added, and I am about to lose in 1 minute and 30. Yeah, okay, we're fine. I'll probably get a couple million more damage. I don't know. Not a very good run. I definitely could have had that be a lot better. I should have started out back here with the setup, and maybe instead of actually, I could run a different farming setup. Instead of having a surplus of money by having 3 farms, I could probably just do one between the Stone Alchemist and Investor and Ramen Guy. We'll see. I'll probably do some more runs. I will probably do a flame run as well to see if that'll be good. Probably not though. But you know, might as well try one. Can't knock it till you try it. But yeah. I suppose I'll do my outro in the last 10 seconds of this. Please like and subscribe. And in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, good night. 41 million damage. Yeah, that's pretty good. New record, I'd say. But yeah, see y'all later.